Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something a little different, something that touches all of us, but often remains unspoken. We're peeling back the curtain on the realities of life in America, beyond the masks we all wear. You know what I'm talking about, that polished, everything's fine version of ourselves we present on social media, at work, or even to our families. But what's really going on behind closed doors? Let's start with the idea of the American dream. We're raised on this powerful narrative: work hard, and you can achieve anything. Success, a beautiful home, financial freedom. It's a compelling story, and for some, it becomes a reality. But for millions, it feels like a race they can never win. Think about the college graduate, bogged down by crushing student loan debt, working a job that barely covers rent, let alone allows for saving. They post smiling photos from brunch, but privately, they're anxiously checking their bank account, wondering how they'll make it to the next paycheck. This financial pressure is a silent epidemic. It's the stress that keeps parents awake at night, the arguments that strain relationships, and the quiet feeling of failure when you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but it's still not enough. This isn't a story of failure, it's a story of a changing economic landscape. The cost of living, housing, healthcare, education has skyrocketed, while wages for many haven't kept pace. The dream that was attainable for previous generations now often requires 2 or more incomes, side hustles, and a level of financial stress that becomes the default setting. This constant hustle, this rise and grind culture, takes a toll. It leaves little room for rest, for hobbies, for genuine connection. We're so busy trying to build a life that we often forget to actually live it. And this pressure isn't just financial, it seeps into our mental and emotional well-being. We live in a hyper-connected world, yet many people report feeling more isolated than ever before. We scroll through highlight reels of other people's lives, curated to show only the best moments, the exotic vacations, the perfect families, the career milestones. It's so easy to fall into the comparison trap, to look at your own messy, complicated, real life and feel like you're falling short. This constant comparison can breed anxiety and depression. Behind the cheerful selfies and witty captions, countless individuals are battling their own minds. They're struggling with loneliness, with the feeling of not being good enough, or with the weight of expectations they feel they can never meet. The stigma surrounding mental health is lessening, thankfully, but it's still incredibly difficult for many to open up and admit they're not okay. It feels like a personal failing, rather than a human experience. The mask of strength is a heavy one to wear, and carrying it alone is exhausting. If you're feeling this way, please know you are not alone, and reaching out for help is a sign of incredible strength. Let's also talk about the pressure within our communities and families. We're often expected to follow a certain path, get a degree, find a stable job, get married, have kids, all by a certain age. It's a script written by tradition and societal norms, but what if your story is different? What if you're single in your 30s and perfectly happy? What if you choose not to have children? What if your career path is unconventional? Deviating from this script can lead to judgment, to endless questions from well-meaning relatives, and to a feeling of being an outsider in your own community. So, people wear the mask. They pretend to be looking for the one or make vague promises about the future, just to avoid the discomfort of explaining their own valid life choices. The truth is, life is messy. It's complicated. It's a mix of joy and struggle, success and setback, connection and loneliness. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The mask we wear isn't necessarily about deception. It's often a tool for survival, a way to navigate a world that demands perfection. But the problem is, when we all wear the mask, we all feel alone in our struggles. We start to believe we're the only ones who feel overwhelmed, the only ones whose lives don't look like a perfectly curated Instagram feed. So, what can we do? It starts with small acts of authenticity. It starts with having honest conversations, not just about our triumphs, but about our challenges. It's about checking in on our friends with a real, "How are you really doing?" And being prepared to listen to the answer, even if it's not "I'm great." It's about being a little kinder to ourselves and accepting that our worth is not measured by our productivity or our financial status. Imagine a world where we celebrated vulnerability as much as we celebrate strength. A world where we could admit we're having a tough day without feeling like a burden. That world is possible, and it begins with us, in our own lives, in our own conversations. By daring to lower the mask, even just a little, we give others permission to do the same. We create ripples of empathy and understanding that can combat the loneliness and pressure that so many of us feel. The real America isn't just the triumphant, idealized version we see in the movies. It's the quiet courage of the single mother working 2 jobs. It's the resilience of the student fighting to build a better future. It's the quiet dignity of someone managing their mental health every single day. It's the messy, beautiful, and profoundly human experience that happens behind closed doors. And that's a reality worth talking about. Thank you so much for joining me for this important conversation today. If this video resonated with you, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that goes a little deeper. Take care of yourselves and each other. See you in the next one.